I realized it was time to lose weight, I could not breathe. I was sleeping, and my sister recorded me, played it for me the next day. I was sounding like a generator that was about to start. This is my weight loss diary, my journey, my story, my wins. Hi guys, welcome to the first episode of my weight loss diary. I'm extremely excited because I get to share my real journey. The journey is still ongoing, you get me? But I get to share the real journey, and we get to go together every step of the way. Today, I want to take you back to the exact moment I knew it was time for me to lose weight. There was no going back from there. It was glaring and obvious to me that this is the time, baby girl. You can't be this size anymore. Honestly, for me, it wasn't about looking pretty, having the slim snatched waist and being sexy. It was about survival. My life was on the line. It wasn't even about the lifestyle, the dresses. It was about my life. I was fighting for my life at that point. I literally couldn't breathe in my sleep. I was breathing like it was a struggle. It was a lot of work. If I was seated close to you and I was just breathing randomly, you would know somebody is breathing because it was it was that deep. I was always snoring like a generator. Small nap, I'm already snoring. If I was sleeping in the office, I was snoring like everybody would know. I could not even take a silent sleep. Those tight sleep. Now maybe you're in class and you want to close your eyes. I was snoring at every given opportunity to sleep. There was a particular night I slept, I could not breathe, and that was my wake up call. I was like, nah, this is the time for you to change your life, or you would just. And I was not ready to. Health issues was a wake up call for me. Short works, short run. When you and your friend just play and you chase each other and you run. It was a struggle for me. It was a serious struggle for me. Even on days where it was just a little walk with my friend, escorting my friends, escorting my siblings, escorting my parents, or one or two, it was a struggle for me. I would be sweating profusely because of a small walk, and I'll be breathing very hard and fast. My heart was always racing over any small walk or small run. So I could not even really do anything. I could not swim for long. I could not even play. I could not have fun for a long period of time because I could not breathe. It was that bad. You see this particular one, food habits. Oh, don't get me started. Lord, my God. I didn't have self-control for food. I had zero self-control for food. If I go to a snack shop and I want to get something, I get one of each. It means one meat pie, one chicken pie, one donut, one egg roll, because I could not get my eyes off all the varieties they had. So that habit was disgusting. But it wasn't at the moment, because everything they had in the shop, I would definitely get one each of it. You will not just see me pick a struggle and just say, oh, I want donut, give me 2 donuts. I would pick one of each because I wanted to taste variety. I craved variety. It got to a point, street food, all those fish that the house used to sell, I just ate everything I saw on the road, everything that was sold on the streets. Popcorn and granite, the fish, roasted plantains, barley, maize, all those tea that they used to sell, all those tea that those people used to put ice block inside. I was eating everything on the road. When I was sad, happy, depressed, weird, stressed, I ate. I ate food. See, if I'm sad like this, before you think one or two things and say, oh, how do you feel about the situation? I'm already with a bowl of ice cream. That's where I could not afford ice cream. I was eating everything my hands could touch. In our house, it now got to a point that they knew my habits. No matter what, there's always food in the house because I would cook. It was that bad. I would always be in the kitchen. I'm cooking and I'm eating to manage every form of emotions that came to me at that point. You also know the worst part? I was dreaming of food. I would sleep, I would dream, and it would be food, platter, food tray, seafood boil, and all of this. I would sleep and I was dreaming of food. If you show me any food reel, I am salivating, I'm really salivating. Not all this one, I was my sister was always disgusted by that habit and behavior. Anytime I see food, it was war. I had zero control for food. I had zero control for myself. See, at that point, my mom used to say, they could poison you. Do you know the nicknames I got because of that? Just call me Precious Food. Just call me FFO. Sometimes when people will say the F in my FIFE stands for food. It was that bad. Secondary school, primary school, my whole world was revolved around food and eating. Because my younger sister, when she did not finish her food in primary school, then I would open her cooler, eat her food even before we get home, and my mom would think everybody ate their food. It was that bad. There is one name one of my friends even gave me then, Jegoods. I don't know if you're a person, you know what they call Jegudu Jera, Jeggi, tick around. That was me. I was eating anything edible. Sometimes I'd put that in my mouth before I figured out it is not even edible. It was that bad. It was a struggle. I was fighting for my life. I love food to that extent. But it got to a point I felt like this is no longer even the love of food. After every meal I have, I drink Gary. Don't laugh at me. After every single meal, like no matter how plenty the food is, I'll use Gary to step it down. Like I call it step down. I won't be like, show this step. I use Gary to step every food down. If we swallow this night, I'm stepping down with Gary. At that point, I knew there was fire on the mountain. I was big. I was heavy. I was 102 kg. I was 102 kg with the space of 6 months. Like it was not even up to 6 months. And when all this thing transformed was during my service year, I was living alone. I had the luxury to buy whatever I wanted. It was the 3K for Alawi then. But like I also got allowance from my side, also my bead business, my cooking business, and I had money. And all this money, I was using everything to eat. Everything ni mo fi jẹun, gbogbo ẹ̀ ni mo fi jẹun tán. And after every single food, I was drinking Gary. At this point, I knew there was fire on the mountain. I could not breathe. I could not sleep. This is war. This is fighting for my life. This is a journey to survival. Not even a journey to be snatched right now. It is a journey to survive. I've been asthmatic for a while now, and I felt like, oh, that's the factor that is affecting all these things and all. But no, I was overweight. And when I saw a doctor after my service year, the first thing he asked me was my age. When he asked for my age, I stood on the scale. He checked my height. He's like, Madam, you are obese. I'm like, no, I'm big, bold, I'm beautiful, I'm proud of. This is not about you being big, bold, and beautiful. This is not about you being confident in this body. This is about you putting your life on the line. And at that point, I knew it was just time to start doing something with my life. It was just time to take this journey to another level. It was just time to close my eyes and be consistent. It was just time to be disciplined. It was about my life. It was about my happiness. It was about my future, and everything was in my hands. I was the one to decide if I wanted to live or I was ready to die because I was plus sized and I could not breathe anymore. In the next episode, I'm going to be sharing how I started my journey and the first step I took to changing my life. I've not achieved my desired goal. I'm 72 kg. My goal is 55 kg. But I know with time and consistency, like I made it from 102 to 72. So what is 72 to 55 that I cannot achieve? So yes, thanks for sticking around. I love you all. Mwah. Bye.